and Charles Davis.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Chicago Bears offense taking the field, and this Bears crew was on the wrong side of an Aaron Rodgers comeback the other night. And, you know, Mitchell Trubisky, 23 of 35, 171 yards on the road. What did you think of his performance?
Well, I thought he looked like a good second-year quarterback who's going to get better. I mean, one of the things that I noticed was his new coach, Matt Nagy, his new offensive coordinator. They played to his strength, which he can use his wheels. And all-out quarterback sweeps with some lead blockers. So we'll see some extra wrinkles as we go on, but I think his big right arm will come into play more as the season develops.
This is Howard on second down. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here come the... Now Wilson back into his end zone. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. On second down, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
As the Bears come back on the field here, I hate to beat a dead horse, but you go back to that opener. What a heartbreaker. They had the 20-0 lead in Green Bay, your division rival. Everything was rolling, and then Aaron Rodgers led a comeback. But how do they rebound from that? That was a tough defeat. Yeah, it really was. I think they said during the game that the 17-0 lead at the half for Chicago, that was the biggest deficit Green Bay had at home since 1958. Wow. In the first half. So that tells you what a big deal it was. How do they rebound? Number one, you embrace the disappointment. You realize how bad it was and what an opportunity you let slip away. And then you emphasize all the positives in the game. How they ran the football well on offense. How on defense, Khalil Mack led a bunch of guys getting after the quarterback. Take that, move forward. They've got a chance to be a pretty decent team. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles? I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Anthony Miller, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right? Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open. Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. Parkey adds the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. Tyler to the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all. Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 14. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, he's got a man. It's Baldwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday, Soldier Field. After this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him for a loss of 5. On third down, Wilson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play.
There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Onto the field now come the Bears. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
You know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now Trubisky to throw, and that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now Trubisky on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Trubisky will come up here 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll run it now out of the gun, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. On 2nd down, here's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now it's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff.
Hawks offense now. They get ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. It's Burton. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with. first down. Trubisky throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. So we... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're not there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded just inside the 20. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Trubisky. One there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. Good to see this man running again. Here's Chris Carson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Marshall's got it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. He hits Baldwin right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now Wilson on second down. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Parkey with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Lockett the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And Daniels has it left side. Give him 30 yards there.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win in fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Janikowski adds the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. Now the return man. This is Benny Cunningham. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. He spins free. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter, and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Penalty you want.
Not at all. And now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Completion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tempo.
One last shot for Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Daniels that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense making some plays right now, aren't they?
And they look like a group that really locked in before this series started. Read their scouting reports, got back to reading their keys, and playing with excellent leverage up front.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
4 down. Check. Tempo, tempo. Well. Well, left.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.